Live, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. What is up, my people? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Back at it again. We're back at it again. Haiti Biz News Show, Monday to Friday, bringing you news that's going to keep you informed, engaged, and reacting in the most optimal way for your business, investment, entrepreneur activity. Today is the 19th of September. Let's chat. Let's chat. So, we're still, out here in Haiti, to give guys an update on the gas/protests. The protests weren't so bad yesterday, and even the day before. They've been on a downward decline since the start of Monday. Monday was, of course, the pent-up frustrations were the highest, but since then we've had a decrease in protesting, but we still have a very precarious gas situation. Still going on without gas since Sunday. Keep an eye on things. There's been talks that there's going to be a gas increase finally. Again, there's been talks about a gas increase finally happening to the point where DR has closed their border. But from folks I've been talking to, the DR really closed their border because of the amount of folks who were coming over and buying gas, right? Because even though DR, it's about $4.24, it's considerably cheaper, considerably less expensive than the $10 per gallon that a lot of folks are having to buy on the black market here in Haiti. And the quality at least is guaranteed. That's never guaranteed when you're buying on the black market here in the country. So they've closed their border, and there's been talks about the gas increase. A lot of people are saying gas prices won't go up, but what will go up was going to be the diesel prices for sure. And there's been a lot of talk, and no one's really sure. So we'll see, but certainly the situation now is untenable, and something needs to be done. The fact that nothing's being done at all, other than announcements from the government saying that gas is on its way, it can't last, right? So that's where we're at with that. And now another announcement, of course, YouTube. Listen, I got to remind you guys, I did a fantastic video last week, the Burger Week. Checked out and ate some really good burgers out in the Petionville area, some like the restaurants we've featured in the past. And tell you what, after you've watched that episode, do then take a look at the actual full episodes of the restaurants, the profile of the restaurants that are connected to the Burger Week episode that I did, right? In fact, it was more of a wrap up, more of a what are we doing now sort of situation, referencing the restaurants we featured before. So do take a look at that when you have a chance, right? Again, Seejeanty YouTube, and check out the late Burger Week video. And of course, the Dorian disaster has been devastating for many Haitians, for many Bahamians, but especially many Haitians living in DR. It's a travesty of what's going on for a lot of folks who left, poverty and lack of opportunity to go over there, only to find this very similar experiences. And now, on top of everything else, they lost friends, family, and everything they've had because of Hurricane Dorian. A lot of our Haitian brothers and sisters. So when you guys have a chance, do have a GoFundMe in the description of this video, and so do contribute whatever you can to the efforts. The United Front is working directly with two organizations that are on the ground already, and are impacting things and can use the money that you could provide to them. Okay. All right. Those are our announcements for today. Let's talk about the news stories. Past few days, I know we went rather long on the cast because of the amount of engagement that I was getting. I do appreciate those. So again, as we're on the live here, don't be shy. Go ahead, drop a comment. Give me your opinion, give me your take, give me your perspective, and we'll talk about it live on air. I don't have a co-host. You guys are my co-host. So if you guys are able to catch the live, you guys are the honorary co-hosts of Haiti Biz News Show. So you're appreciated, and let's have a conversation, right? And of course, as well, share the live. Do share the live as you're watching it, and you're appreciating the conversation, you're appreciating the news that we're sharing, that we're discussing. Go ahead, hit that share button and share it on your Facebook feed. Share it in a few groups, so we can bring a few other folks in, and let them also be informed. Let them know, Haiti isn't just one perspective. There's other things going on, and it's certainly worth um, discussing. So we have Okap port. The Okap port has digitized, right? The Okap port has digitized itself, right? Prior to last week, they were using, pencils and papers and spreadsheets and keeping track of cargoes and vessels and everything on hand. And we know that's not a way to do things, especially in 2019. They since upgraded with a operating system, logistics software that's going to allow them to take everything they're doing up into the cloud, right? And so everything prior, you can expect laptops in hand, iPads in hand, things being tracked, continuity, and most importantly, this opportunity for less corruption, an opportunity for increased efficiency, an opportunity for increased speed, and and possibly even uh, it opens up the port, as it's always been a second option to shipping things to Port-au-Prince, but certainly opens up the Okap market for folks living in Okap to benefit much more considerably. That's big news. That's big news, and whenever we can get information like the news stories like this, I really enjoy sharing them because it's a uh, a positive sapling growing in a desert. You can often say of news that just really doesn't seem to point things in a progressive direction. And the fact that Okap has decided to modernize, and they purchased the software from a very reputable software brand, you can rest assured that it was done efficiently. It was done in a manner that uh, was independent of any possible corruption. And the folks who are now utilizing it are trained to a software and standard that is international, right? Versus the way we were doing things before. Perhaps, yeah, it was international, but international 20 years ago, right? And so that's great news, and really happy to hear that. And a business concept I like you guys to think about is, really considering the OCOP market in terms of exporting and importing. Uh, OCOP, OCOP is, Cap Haitien is the second biggest city in Haiti, very large population. It's a metro area. And now I would love to hear folks who did have an experience shipping to Haiti and Cap Haitien. And now with these upgraded systems, how quickly can they get things out of port? I know in Port-au-Prince, typically it takes about 2 weeks for something that's shipped into Haiti to clear customs and finally get in the hands of the person who got it. Uh, I'm not sure how long it took in Cap Haitien, but we'll see. I'd love to hear if anyone who does ship consistently or has a friend who does, to see or hear if things now are able to get out of the port quicker and sooner. So, look forward to some follow up from you guys on that. All right. So the that's where I'm gonna leave that story. And again, just a really good piece of information. And again, for those folks who are coming into the live right now, don't hesitate. Share the live, share it on Facebook, share it on IG, share it in different groups, just so we can have better conversation. Let folks know there's other stuff going on in Haiti other than these gas protests, uh, and we need to talk about it. For example, our next news story is the cholera compensation. I remember a few years ago. Of course, this happened back in 2010. Over 10,000 people died. Over a million Haitians have been affected by cholera. If you remember, it was UN troops from the police that came in with cholera, and unfortunately it spread all over the country. It's very unfortunate. It was after the earthquake, and when this happened, a lot of people were like, "Whoa, well, and the conversation that happened. Obviously, there was a lot of pushback, and a lot of folks were very clear it's not going to happen throughout the UN. It's not going to happen. But actually, it was announced last week that the UN has allocated $600,000 for Okap, for the northern Haiti, for those affected, right? And that's fantastic news. Now, is it enough? Right, I just gave you the numbers. 10,000 people died. Right, 1 million people affected. You know, is that 600,000 enough? I'll leave that question up to you guys. But let's see here. We have a comment on IG. Same flight with you on the 15th. Try to shake hands. Oh man. Okay. Well, next time say something, my brother. Say something. Say something. All right. Appreciate you. Again, whenever you guys see me anywhere, feel free. Say what's up. I do. It's doing business in Haiti is not the easiest thing in the world. You know what I mean? So having a conversation with someone who's also thinking about doing it, networking is always what it's all about. So again, don't hesitate. Like Jeff M87 on IG. If you see me around, say what's up. Say what's up. All right. Reginald Jean Bart over on Facebook says what's up, and I'm saying what's up right back at you. I'm good. We got Wedge City Beats on YouTube. Talking about Okap is his birthplace. I've been to Okap personally earlier this year. Actually, time flies. Actually, was it earlier this year? No, last year. Last year, and actually that's where I proposed to my fiance when we went up to the Citadel, and I proposed to her right on that beautiful castle. Video's on YouTube. Actually, just go to my YouTube channel. That whole proposal video is on there, so feel free to take a look at that. It was really cool to experience, and even cooler to put together. So cholera, 600,000 UN is distributed. I met with the mayor, and the way they have it structured, there were 9 communities in particular in northern Okap that were affected. There's going to be 9 leaders who are going to represent those communities, and each are going to take a percentage of that 600,000 to them, right? And the intent, what they're going to be used, what's going to be used for this will be public latrines, clean water fortification, water fortification, right? And other projects that are help with the sanitation and waste, and to help prevent something like this to happen before. And they expect the process to end towards the middle to end of 2020, right? Middle to end of 2020 is when we expect that to end. So my take on it is something that's very interesting, and you folks have to know and appreciate, is that Port-au-Prince is the largest city in the world without a central sewage system. I'm saying it again. Port-au-Prince is the largest city in the world without a central sewage system. And in fact, it wasn't until 2011 or 2012, after the cholera epidemic broke down, that Haiti had its first sewage treatment plant. It wasn't until after that the one right now in Montcambrit, the sewage treatment plant in Montcambrit, was actually put on its feet. Let that sink in for a second, people. Let that sink in. That 2011, 2012 is when we got our first sewage treatment facility. And it was supposed to be one of 5 that were supposed to be created, by the way, right? And another one was created near Trulio with that actually Trulio was supposed to be a electricity generation plant that used waste and burnt waste. So that's something that also never happened. But I'm gonna Google Map the name. It's gonna drive me nuts. So there was two actually were actually created, were actually constructed. Only one currently exists because the one I'm about to tell you about in a second. Uh, yeah, so basically around Titayen was the second or the first waste sewage plant, and it was a big fair. The Spanish government paid for it actually, and were very heavily involved. But ultimately, what happened was there was some construction deformities that occurred, and the public treatment pool couldn't be used. Uh, Plant couldn't be used, and it has been repaired, and it's been sitting in disrepair since. Right. So right now in the whole country, we have a single sewage treatment plant. That's incredible, right? And so I'm expressing that because a big reason why the cholera epidemic happened was because the UN troops and facilities didn't have a place to take their sewage. Right? These troops, human beings, they eat, right? Another thing, right? And because the Haitian government didn't think it didn't have the will to invest in something that's absolutely necessary for the state, for the base function of any city, right? Didn't have anywhere to put it. Now, sort of their fault. They should have built a facility to help manage that, right? Instead, they were just dumping their waste in the waterways in Haiti, which is incredible, right? To think that the UN, who should know better, would be doing that, right? So certainly the blame falls on the UN as well, and the compensation, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't think 600,000 seems to be the right number. I'm gonna say it again. 10,000 people died, and a million people affected. 600,000. I don't know. That sounds like a slip and fall case, where I come from. As if I slip and fall in general dollar. Doesn't seem quite right for 10,000 deaths and a million affected. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know. But still, a lot of all roads lead back to the government when it comes to the problems of Haiti. And this is just yet another that it took this long for something so critical for the health and welfare of a country to happen. And we still don't have enough. We still don't have enough, right? We still don't have enough. And additionally, the one we do have is being managed very poorly. There's reports coming in that they haven't structured the sewage treatment plant in a way that it's meeting its operational costs. It's not making enough money to maintenance itself. And worst off, the government isn't providing the funds needed to keep up with its operational costs. Right? I mean, goodness gracious! I mean, look at what we're going on through right now in the country. They can't even keep up with their gas subsidy, which is absolutely crucial. I can't tell you on something that they historically didn't care about, which was waste, right? But that's the story with cholera, right? Again, compensation has happened. We're very happy to have had something at least. UN had only recently accepted responsibility on what happened, and it's good that at least this is a great first step. I certainly hope they don't think that they're done. There should be more things done because of it, and we'll keep an eye on the story as it happens, right? And again, I just want to, for the folks who came late on the live, just wanted to give a quick update on the situation on the gas. I'd opened up with it. Just want to give a quick follow up again. I'm still without gas. I'm going on Sunday, still without gas. It's incredible, incredible that I'm in 2019, and my mind, it takes a while to wrap yourself around the fact that you're in a country that electricity isn't 24/7, internet is 4 times the cost, you know, and so on and so on and so on. But now, you know, at 16, I was one of the first kids in my neighborhood to have a car. Okay, it was a beat up car, by the way. Let me tell you, it was red Daewoo Lanos. I don't know if I don't know if folks remember the Daewoo. They tried to do a car, and they failed so terribly they had to go bankrupt, right? And the car was beat up because, long story short, it was a car my dad bought. Someone else was driving it, couldn't keep up with the payments, got into a car accident. I got it back, and the car was still beat up. Door, I mean, it was like somebody got T-boned, so the car got T-boned, and so, but still, the door open and whatever. Beat up little Daewoo Lanos, little 4-door sedan. I was the only one in my crew, in my class. I had it. I was the man. For all intents and purposes, I had a Porsche. Okay, I had a Porsche. I was the man. You know what I mean? 16, I've been driving, right? Yeah, not the best cars in the world. Kia Sportages, uh, you know, De Ulanos, even here in Haiti, I'm a little beat up Chevy Trekker, you know, guy of humble means. But I've been driving, for the longest. And so now, being in my 30s, it's the first time I'm going, honestly, this long of a stretch without a car, you know, and it blows my mind. It blows my mind. I'm still processing that. Still processing that. But we're still without gas in the country. Um, the protests have gone down, which is great. There's still, in certain pockets, there's still road blockages, and people still, again, expressing their frustrations with the incredibly heinous situations that too many Haitians are living in. And so they have the right to protest, right? So the protest is still happening, um, somewhat, but much less so. And gas, in particular, is still a massive problem. And I mean, just for myself, right after the stream yesterday, I had to borrow a friend's diesel truck because diesel is a little easier to get, And so diesel folks, which is why the car I'm gonna get has to be diesel. Uh, Diesel, I had to borrow my friend's diesel just to get water, just to get, because you had to get gallons of water, to drink. I had no water to drink, either in my office or in my home. And so I had to, you know, borrow a friend's diesel just to get water, right? And of course, folks in Haiti, if you're not familiar with Haiti, you may not know that to cook, we use big old things of propane, right? We use propane, gas ovens, oven stoves to cook. And honestly, I'm on my last propane tank here now, and I don't, I can go without gas. I can do what I can do what I need to do. Water isn't the hardest thing to get because there's a lot of osmosis um, stations or places where you can go and just refill your water. So water is never really too difficult as long as you can get to the water stations to refill. But propane is something, it's very connected to the situation now, right? Because they typically come on the same ships, right? And the same processes. And propane, is at gas stations. And there have been very tricky to get into because a lot of gas stations are just have a lot of folks waiting around, and it's just, it's a situation. It's a situation, right? And so, so just the update is we're still waiting on gas. Gas is still, and even when it comes, the deficit is so large that it, and folks are rightly so. If usually the capacity of someone per person is, let's say, 20 gallons, everybody is getting 60 gallons because they're trying to, you know, fortify their situation to last them 2 or 3 weeks, because they know in 2 or 3 weeks there's going to be another shortage. But that only just makes things worse today, because even that original load of oil, of petrol, lasts even less, right? It's that situation we're in. The situation you're in, and it's something needs to be done. And my big thing has always been in politics, maybe in America, maybe wherever in the world. I am of the mindset that if you're an elected official, something needs to be done, right? Something needs to be done, right? In activity, in action. I don't care if it's even the wrong choice, but just do something. Just do something, you know, do something. Don't just sit on your bare hands and just kind of, announce that there's a container ship here. Like, raise the prices, man. And I think at this point, a lot of Haitians are going to appreciate that, even though a lot of Haitians are also saying this is part of conspiracy. There's no real shortage. It's just the IMF, the Haitian government, causing this to happen, so people then can say, "Oh, wow, okay, all right, the 50% increase. Thank God." A lot of people are saying that, right or wrong. Right or wrong, I don't know. I don't know. But certainly, my perspective right now, as a guy who going on a week now without gas and unable to get it, even though I can pay for it, let's raise the gas. Something needs to be done, because doing nothing is unsustainable and undoable. So we got Patrick Brutus on Facebook. Patrick, what is up? Folks who don't know Patrick, and I go back, back to my times in Chicago. Patrick, it's very good to have you on the cast. I'm very happy to have you commenting. And listen, I'm waiting for you out here in Haiti when everything's get better. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it. Yeah. And yeah, Haiti, you're absolutely right. It is not self-sustaining. It is, as Trump would said, SAD, sad. You're absolutely right. Right. So, and of course, again, our YouTube, check out the YouTube. We have a great video that came out last week, late Burger Week. I've been talking about it all week. Take it, have me stop talking about it by watching it. Take a look at it, right? Hurricane Dorian was affected. A lot of Haitians were affected. And so we do have a GoFundMe in the links below if you want to provide. We're working with a large organization called United Front, and they're working with relief organizations on the ground to a lot of Haitians were affected in the Bahamas, and we're trying to help the situation because, again, as you know, there's been reported a lot of discrimination, a lot of things affecting our brothers and sisters out there. So we're really doing our best to see how much we can get to help organizations that are helping Bahamians in general, but especially keeping a very close eye on our brothers and sisters in Bahamas who are really, really struggling. And so, again, the GoFundMe will be in the link below after the video ends, right? And of course, as always, we have HaitiBizNews.com, Haiti Biz News, Haiti BIZ News.com for all your business news. It goes out to the interwebs and it pulls and returns back some of the most important, impactful business news that exists. And it's a site I created to help with the conversation of business, because we don't have that. It's politics, it's poverty, it's charity. Those are the buzzwords. Those are the easiest things to talk about. Those are the easiest things to raise money for when it comes to Haiti. But the moment you talk about investment, whoa, this country is it's not the best place in the world. No, it's not easy, right? But that's what the direction that we need to go to actually make a change and make an improvement. And we didn't have any tools online. We didn't have a Bloomberg, right? We didn't have anything online to really help with that. So, right? HaitiBizNews.com. So do check a look at it. And even if you get tired of my mug and my voice, you can always get your information there. Right? So, all right, guys, I think that's where we're going to end it. We're going to actually keep it under 30 minutes today. I think somebody had wrote that they still were able to watch that full dang near hour episode yesterday. But what they did was they put the speed, because I don't know if you guys know this, you guys can actually put the speed up. You can put it at 1.5, 2x, 3x, and you can make the playback speed go by faster. So that's what that person did. They put the playback speed at 2x, and we're able to watch it within a much more reasonable time rather than the whole hour. So consider that next time we have a lot of comments and we end up going over, that is one way to get around those issues and situations, right? So again, guys, you know what we're doing here. We're providing business news Monday to Friday. I want you guys to share this, episode on your streams to get more folks knowing about what we're doing out here. I want you to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet to either the YouTube or the Facebook, go ahead and do that. Subscribe, right? Leave a comment. I'm pretty good at responding, and at least leave an expression, even if there's nothing for me to directly add to the comment. So again, leave a comment as well. Hit that like button, right? And it's just know we try to be out here, between 6:30, around 6:30 in the mornings. So if you want to catch it live, right when it's happening, 6:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay, 6:30 a.m. Eastern is when we try to be on the cast. So try to catch us then. But again, the stream is available all day, so you can catch it at your leisure. And we do have a few comments as I'm heading out. Let me just engage and read them. We have Pierre Paul, consistent Pierre Paul. What's up, my brother? Good morning. First thing I had to see, and a port over your boom, perfect, awesome. Thanks, Pierre Paul. Always good to see your comments, my brother. Always good to see it. David Bassett. Okay, all right. Be good to know. We have one person who appreciates the long videos. And again, there's a trick that I just shared. You can extend it if necessary to make things go a little quicker. All right. And John Talisma, I'm saying it right. I appreciate my work and keep it going. Absolutely, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Those words mean a lot because it's not the money that has me doing this. I believe it's the knowing that I'm letting folks privy to information that they didn't know about and helping change that perspective, because we need to have a conversation about Haiti. Leave politics. We've been talking politics for 200 years. Obviously, that doesn't mean a damn. Hasn't changed a thing, right? And we've been talking charity, right, for over 20, 30 years, and that hasn't made a dent and done a damn. I like to try something new. Something real crazy, right? Something that I don't know every other country in the world has tried and actually been successful. So let's just close our eyes and try to jump on this bridge for just a moment. Call me crazy, but business and investment and providing people jobs, right, and working together. How about that, Black people? How about that, Haitian people? Let's work together, guys. And because it's not easy to do it by yourself first. Let's work together. Let's build a community, right? And let's see what we can do to actually change this country the right way, which is jobs and economic opportunity. And guess what? It was really cool. The coolest thing about this, right, is that you, the entrepreneur, the person implementing the change, I might actually get rich, right? It's crazy. So, anyways, me being facetious, notwithstanding, this is where I'm in the cast. I appreciate you guys. Until we're back at it again, we'll be back at it again. Peace.